Yes, it's Widdis back with another one. Hold on, hold on. I'm just grabbing a seat quickly because my phone is on the charger. Listen, man. Yeah, it's another dream log, right? It's another dream log, but this time it's not about um the girlie that's been tormenting me. It's about the girlie that I've been um thinking of reaching out to, and with regards to the faux physical stuff, to like do the presenting and the whatnot, and to essentially be one of the faces, if not the face of faux physical, right? So yeah, dude, that dream was super pleasant. I'm happy to say that I had a pleasant dream for once, and it was and a dream that didn't kind of hurt me as soon as I woke up. You know. By the way, while I'm still talking about dreams, I think the previous video was my. In the previous video, I was like, "This is the fifth time I've dreamt of this girl." I think it was the fourth time, because I had a look through my posts, and the previous one to that one was, third time dreaming of this girl. So yeah, I think I just skipped over the number 4 and went straight to 5 or something. But yeah, this dream was super cool. This one that I just had, I just woke up from. I kind of wanted to document it for the video that I'm currently recording as soon as I woke up. But again, my phone was dead pretty much, so I had to charge it a little bit. Still charging, but I decided that I couldn't wait any longer, and I had to relay the information while it was still fresh, while it was still kind of um pulling at me a little bit, emotionally or whatever. We're in a zombie apocalypse. It starts like that. We're at the house. We're at the house. It's a zombie apocalypse. Um, at first we're panicking. Everyone is panicking. I don't meet her yet. Everyone is panicking. It's a zombie apocalypse. We're at the house. But as time goes on, like a couple of you know that time in dreams is very warped. So like a couple of, I don't know, a couple of hours. It's still very much the same day. I don't ever recall sleeping in this dream, right? Which is weird to say. But I guess it's a couple of hours. Well, at least long enough. It's the same day, but long enough to kind of get a gauge on how dangerous these zombies are. So, yeah, time passes and we realize that, because we were panicking at first and we are being very cautious, like, well, by we I mean humanity, but I was still in the house. So enough time passes for us to realize that these zombies, man, they are not very dangerous, you know? Even with them in the house, like, the, the in my case, I had a couple of zombies in the house, but like I said, enough time had passed for me to realize that these zombies are not dangerous, to the point where it wasn't even a concern of mine to kill them anymore. And I guess somehow in the dream I kind of worked out that um I think it was me who worked this out, or maybe I read it on the news or something. But I think it was me who worked this out, that these zombies were like getting killed by. Is that the No, no, no. I thought that was the dog. Okay, now you've got some background noise. Hold on. I'm in the other room now, so I guess I have to make this quick, seeing as my phone is gonna die soon. Aside from that, the space is running out anyway, so yeah, had to be quick anyway. So yeah, I worked out that I just love the stream so much, dude. Oh my god. I worked out that these zombies are about as threatening. No, I'm not phrasing it correctly. To die by these zombies would be the same as the chances of you dying by these zombies are similar to dying in a car crash. So I'm 23 right now, right? I'm right here. Clearly, obviously, I haven't died in a car crash, so I'm still here. So the chances of me dying by these zombies are similar to that. So yeah, I was impressed. So I found that you could just push these zombies out of the way, even if you were bit. Like the your immune system could be good enough to reject it, even if you're not like a special kind of human being. You know how there's that trope in a lot of zombie movies that there's always that one person who's immune. No, if you have like a good immune system, like in like regularly, if you're like a regular dude who doesn't really catch the flu that often or that severely, you could just ward it off, or your immune system could ward it off. So yeah, they were not a threat. So they were just in the house. But I guess uh along the way of me kind of finding out that these zombies aren't dangerous, and then and still being under the impression that they could destroy the world, I met sis. I met this sis that I spoke about in my Raris over Rovers video, right? Oh my god. And before I knew it, dude, boom, we're on the bed. And I'm trying to think if anything happened before this. No, because I feel like I would have known about it. I would have remembered it. Boom, we're on the bed, dude. I guess this happened because it's a zombie apocalypse, you know? Hold on. It happened because, in a zombie apocalypse, you kind of need to be comrades with pretty much anyone you encounter. So I guess um we met each other, and then we figured it was a zombie apocalypse. We kind of need to be in the same bed. Um, you know, I don't want to say cuddling. What's the other word for cuddling? I had it not too long ago. Where you're just pretty much, you're not necessarily cuddling, but you're huddling. Yeah, you're huddling together to generate warmth. So that was pretty much. It wasn't vocalized, but that was pretty much it. We both had that thought, pretty much that okay, we're huddling together. Um, it's a zombie apocalypse. While we're huddling together, let's watch some Instagram reels. And you know what's the funniest thing about this? Because the zombies weren't so threatening, the power was still on. the power, the power was still on. There was no need. There was no need for us to huddle. To huddle, dude. But we did. You know, we did. Um, yeah. I remember there was even a point where while we were huddling, right? And before I get to that, um I was horizontal, obviously, with my back towards her, so she was pressing up against my back with pretty much like a little bit of her leg on my leg a little bit, you know? You know? So yeah, while that was happening, I remember it was her idea because she's big on Instagram. She's by that I mean she's a huge Instagram user. She's constantly on there. posting and whatnot. So it was pretty much her idea to scroll on Instagram for a bit. And then at a point I was like, okay, while we scroll on your phone, I was like, okay, I think we were scrolling on my phone. And then I was like, okay, let me charge my phone a bit and let's look at reels on your phone for a bit. That this has nothing to do with the story. I'm just relaying it because that's what happened, you know. So I charged my phone. We started looking at reels on her phone. Oh yeah, yeah. I think she had to get up for a moment in order to charge one of the phones. And then when she came back, I said to her, I was like, okay, now, now, I said to her, okay, just, just, keep pressing on me like that. You know, just keep pressing your body up against mine like that. You know, you know what, dude? I think, and I thought about this while I was in the kitchen. Not necessarily in the dream. Though in the dream I did have boundaries, right? I didn't insist we we push things beyond that. But in the kitchen while I was preparing some food, I was like, dude, I'm almost 24 now. I think, like honestly speaking, I think I need to be honest with myself and say that I'm in need of, you know, like female companionship. Because this dream wasn't even about sex or whatever, dude. You know, it was about intimacy, right? It was about being close to another, to a woman, right? But it wasn't about all of that. It was about intimacy, you know, and that's very much a an area that, you know, I haven't been attending in my life. You know, I've been. It's a need, dude. It's a need. It's a biological need, right? I've had the shelter. I've had the food. I've had the the friendships. I've had the basic needs. I've had all of this, but I haven't had, you know, that. So, and I say this because I phrase it like that. I say a woman. Like I say it like that because if I'm not tripping about this girl that I'm currently talking to you about, I'm tripping about. Well, I never trip about this girl, but in this one instance, I guess I am, right. If I'm not tripping about her, I'm tripping about the other girl that I'm constantly talking about. You know, so yeah, it seems that I'm just ready to be with to fulfill that area in my life with any sort of woman that I care about. Not necessarily a particular one or whatever. Just a woman that I care about enough to, be intimate with or whatever. You know. But yeah, I'll get to that, man. I'll get to that point in my life. Um, I'm close. I feel. Yeah. That dream was so cool, man. That dream was so cool. She was so cool. And the reason I say that I wasn't really pushing for anything beyond the huddling is because I kind of want to, view and treat this lady as, as a sister. Because you remember I have intentions of reaching out to her from a business standpoint. So to now kind of push for that would be very, not only would it be unprofessional, but it stands to ruin whatever relationship that we will have, whatever friendship or whatever sisterhood, brotherhood, siblinghood that we would have in the event of it crumbling or whatever, which is likely. because I'm not good at this stuff. And yeah, so that's not at all what I'm interested in. I kind of just want to have her as a friend, a friend. Yeah, and that was about as far as would have I would have pushed that in the dream, at least. In real life, I don't even think I would huddle with sis unless she wanted to. Unless she wanted to. No, I'm joking. Yeah, man, cool dream. I wasn't tormented for once. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Lame ass zombies.